Hello everyone. Do I look different today? Do I look, kawaii? So, I decided I wanted to do a rant on the most recent season of, Hasbin Hotel. And, while I was, telling my friends that I was gonna do this rant, I was like, I wanna do, like, a Moist Critkal style video. You know, where he just sits, talks, rants, and all that shit. And they were like, go full Moist. So, now we're here. And don't I look beautiful? So the newest season of Hasbin came out, and I've got to say, wow, I am disappointed. That was that was the definition of a mid-season. Absolutely middle tier. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. I'm gonna forget about it in 2 weeks. Honestly, like, I was holding off on it because I was kind of scared. I hadn't really heard much about it, and I was not shocked about why people weren't fucking talking about it. Holy shit. I'm gonna start off with saying, like, even though we had 30-minute long episodes, 8 of them, which is 4 hours of content, I feel like nothing happens this entire season. Like, it has so much and so little at the same time, and all of it feels completely inconsequential, and it feels like we kind of just ended in the same place we started at the end of season 1. I don't know how they managed to do that, especially with an animated show where you have to put a lot of effort into animating every single frame, yet somehow we ended up with some, like, weird slop where everything felt inconsequential, and even though we had so much time, it felt like we had no time with our characters. Speaking of, no time, what the fuck did they do to Alistair this season? I've never seen such a powerful character turned instantly into a side hoe. But he was literally sidelined into this whole fucking season. Like, literally Kobe'd right into a fucking chair doing fuck and all for almost the entire season. I'm not even joking. This bitch literally was, like, grumpy at the beginning of the season, had to watch Vox and, Valentino do it, and then at the very end he's like, I'm back, bitches, and literally contributed nothing. He was the side hoe equivalent of the bad guy suddenly becoming a good guy. Like, even Supernatural did it better. Are you fucking kidding me? This season was literally a nothing burger. Like, nothing happens. But it's so weird because, like, you see the characters there, but it feels like nothing with them happens. Like, I know I saw Angel a bunch during the season. I don't know what the fuck he did the entire time. It didn't feel like he was actually present. It felt like he was a background character in his own show, where he's supposed to be one of the main characters. Husk? Barely fucking saw him. I mean, it's great having Keith David voice a character. I mean, his voice is amazing. And then, of course, it just feels like he's a fucking background character with the rest of them. We get a lot of time with Charlie and Vaggie, who can't fucking decide on a name this whole goddamn season. And it still feels like they're goddamn side characters the whole time. Even though, like, this is a show where they are, like, main characters. Charlie, whole season, is literally just having a breakdown and out of control as our main character. She barely has any moments where it feels like she's in control of the situation. It just feels like this downward spiral the whole time, and it was not interesting to watch. Like, she was literally relearning her character arcs the whole entire time. First, she is having a breakdown over Penchus being gone. Then she instantly latches on to the very next person that looks similar or acts similar to him, and, like, literally learns nothing, does the same shit, and is in this weird, like, cycle of, I can fix it, and shit keeps breaking, but she's not actually learning anything. And this whole entire season, Vox is just screwing with Charlie, and she just lets him. She just fucking lets him. The entire goddamn season. I honestly cannot fathom how after the first time she didn't learn, or even the second time. Literally every single episode, he does something to screw up her plans. Same shit, different day, same story. She learns nothing, does the same thing. Somehow it all works out in the end, but she literally does it. She did the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result. That is the definition of insanity. And Charlie just does that the entire season, and it's mind-numbingly dumb. Like, I was getting driven nuts by, like, how is this supposed to be my main character? How am I supposed to relate to this person? Like, I understand that they have this hotel and they want to redeem people, but how are you going to redeem anybody if you can't even learn from your mistakes? Like, I understand that Vox is extremely, like, frustrating to work with. He's got this whole, like, government state, we're watching everyone kind of shit going on, but the fact that she can't learn any way to work around that, and she doesn't even go to other people in the hotel for help, is crazy. Because I feel like in the last seasons, she actually went to people to help her instead of trying to do everything on her own, which is what she pretty much tries to do this entire time. And then she learns that Pensius made it up to heaven, and I don't understand how they couldn't, like, one, do what they did in the first place and, like, do the whole, like, live stream, or two, get a fucking picture or something of Pensius up in heaven. I feel like that would have been way, way easier than all of this roundabout shit that they were trying to do to be like, oh yeah, we can redeem people. Like, Charlie didn't even understand how he got redeemed in the first place, and was still like, yeah, I could do it again, trust me. I have the bubbly female protagonist energy. It felt so hollow. It felt so hollow when it could have been fucking solved with a FaceTime call. I don't understand, and I don't understand how a season that takes at least 4 hours of my time can barely have the main cast. I want to know the numbers on who has more screen time, Vox or Charlie, because it really fucking felt like Vox. I don't understand. I also don't understand how Alistair could have been made such a side hoe in this entire season, because he felt like this ominous, I have evil plans, I have these grandiose ideas, and I'm doing this all part of a bigger thing, and then this season just made it feel so, like, hollow, and that he was just doing it for shits and giggles. And, like, I understand, like, the whole shits and giggles side, but you can't give me, like, all these vibes that this guy has, like, some crazy ingenious plan, and then just throw it out the next season and be like, oh, yeah, but he finds it fun and entertaining. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's so dumb. I don't know if this was some, like, Amazon's getting in the way, or, like, the first season ended and they didn't know where to go from here, but I can't help but be disappointed. I cannot help but be disappointed. I feel like Angel went through the same exact plot points that he did last season, where he's kind of, like, getting close to the hotel, and then something happens with the V's, and then he's back to, like, I can't be around you guys anymore. Like, same exact shit. Husk goes down his own mini arc of, I'm gonna drink again, and then he comes back to the hotel and just like, alright, I'm done with my bender, let's get back to it. What was going on with the music this season? I don't know if there was just, like, a lack of love or something, but only one song from season 2 really stood out to me, and that was, I think, Gravity? I think that's what it's called. But the rest of them, they literally just felt like background music. One thing I loved about that first season was there were so many songs that were just so much fun to listen to and sing along to, and they just really just stood out as being, like, punchy and entertaining and re-listenable. I have zero desire to go back and listen to any of the songs from season 2 except for maybe Gravity. That one's it. That's all I can think of. That's the only song from this season that really stuck out in any form to me. Not only did we have the blue balling of Alistair, we had the blue balling of Lucifer, the daddy-o devil, the main head honcho of hell. Like, you mean to tell me that this guy who was thrown from heaven and put in charge of hell can't hurt any sinners, and you think that's a fucking good plot point? Are you shitting me? That's your idea of a good plot point, is having Lucifer, the morning star, not able to, because that's his punishment, is that he can't control his subjects. How is he supposed to be in charge if he can't put people in line? They're literally people in hell. They are sinners. They are the worst of the worst people. And you're gonna have the guy in charge have zero power. Tell me how that makes any sense at all. I do not understand that one. That plot point seems absolutely ridiculous to me. And the fact that, like, Vox can, like, Lucifer gets all hyped up and he's gonna go, you know, talk to Vox and be like, alright, you back the fuck off of my daughter. And then he instantly gets blueballed by Vox and put into a fucking machine to be used against Heaven. And it's like, that was literally a waste of everyone's time. What the hell was the point of that? Because I don't know. I honestly cannot fathom what the point of season 2 was. All of season 2 feels like it could have been an episode. I'm not even joking. It felt like an episode stretched out to a whole ass season. I know shows that have everything that happened in season 2, all of that be 1 or 2 episodes. It was crazy. I honestly, I don't know. And then Heaven was just full of a bunch of babies, which I hate. I hate the fact that Heaven's full of babies. It's not gonna be the weak and the meek that are all in heaven. Like, there are gonna be strong-willed people that are willing to do what's right in heaven and not be assholes, you know, like Lute and Adam. There are people that are strong-willed, strong-minded, and still have a big, pure heart that should be in heaven, and the fact that there's, like, no one like that is crazy. Yeah, like, what about the people that died protecting other people? What about those people? Why do we not have any of that representation in heaven? Everyone's just like these big, scaredy cats. They're like, oh my god, people from hell, we don't know what we're gonna do, we're all gonna die, oh my god, what's gonna happen? If I wanted to see little bitches, I would just go over onto Twitter. I'm not calling it X, I'm not a little bitch. All in all, I feel like this season was kind of just a bit of a wash, you know? Where nothing really happens other than, like, the fact that Heaven and Hell are kind of, like, just chill now. Which, what does that mean for the series going forward? Like, maybe Vox will come back, but he didn't really feel like he should have been a big bad in the first place. And, dude, that motherfucker was getting played the entire time by Alistair. It was so blatantly obvious. The fact that not even the other Vs were like, yo, the dude's playing you. It was so obvious in every interaction that he had with Vox that he was absolutely manipulating his ass. I would have been so sus from the moment that he was like, you know what? I'll be your bitch. If I was Vox, I'd be like, oh, you're planning some shit. You are planning some shit. And maybe they have the excuse of, like, Vox's ego, but, like, he and Alistair have been going at it for so long that I don't think that Vox would fall for it, but who knows, man. From a dude that gets so triggered by Alistair in season 1 just by hearing his name, like, it's so lame. It's so lame, dude. The only way I can describe it is lame, and I feel like there's so many things that could have been better in this season. And the fact that you have this entire season where you have, like, Emily and Charlie kind of working together, and it only works in the end with, like, a couple of people working together, but, like, it didn't feel like our main character, who's supposed to be Charlie, really did anything, right? It didn't really feel like she contributed to the season. It felt like she was more of a barrier in the way of the season, like, of her own season. I know Vox was a lot of the one, like, triggering it, but, like, she was literally just reactive this season instead of actively pushing forward the plot. She was just reacting to things that were kind of happening. All in all, I just have to say that this season was kind of just disappointing. I really hope if they do keep going with this show that there's a little bit more, like, love and thought put into the next season, because, like, first season was a banger. I liked it. It had a lot of good music. It had interesting characters. Made everyone wonder kind of what was going on with Alistair, what was going on with, you know, Charlie's mom. And this season, I was just kind of left disappointed. Not even wanting more. I was kind of just, it ended, and I was like, well, there goes 4 hours of my life I'm not getting back. Hopefully, if next seasons are coming, hopefully they put a little bit more love. I don't care if it takes a while to get them done. Just do them with a bit of heart and soul, because that's what made the first season good in the first place. I think that's about it. See ya. Oh shit, I can't think of the word, Perry. I don't want to say blue-balled. Of course, I'm gonna forget the voice actor's name while I'm doing this. Wait, no, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. I was gonna, editor, cut this out. I was gonna say, if I wanted to see little bitches, I would go to the VTuber subreddit. Just doomed done. Bleh. This bit is fucking killing me. I'm killing myself. Oh my god. I feel like I've just been rambling this whole time, but I feel like that is the Moist Critkal videos, is him rambling the whole fucking time and people still watch it because it kind of seems entertaining. This is so... all for the bit. Cut!